Named Executive Director of the American Red Cross Mid-Michigan Chapter, Judi Harris. Good morning, Judi.
Hi,
Morning.
nice to see you guys.
Yeah, nice to see you. Thanks for coming down from Lansing today.
Anytime.
And congratulations on your new position.
Thank you very much. I love it.
Sounds like you've had quite the career of public service.
Yeah.
Most recently, you've been working in various occupations that include health program coordinator. Also, you spent overseas in Haiti,
Yes.
which is in the midst of incredible turmoil right now.
Yeah, it's very because there are some really wonderful people in Haiti and they're suffering. So I hope that this is settled soon.
Talk a little bit about your career and kind of, it's led you all over the world, which is very nice. But this is a little bit of a homecoming of sorts. You were with the Red Cross in the early 2000s. Talk a little bit about your kind of history of service work.
Well, I started in the Peace Corps,
Okay.
and I recommend Peace Corps every time I speak to students. I say, as soon as you graduate, join the Peace Corps, because that'll teach you everything you need to know in life. And I was in West Africa and Senegal, and then I was a trainer for Peace Corps in Senegal and in Cameroon. And then I came back, worked in Washington, D.C. for a while, doing refugee resettlement, getting my master's degree. And then I went back overseas, first of all with the Red Cross in Macedonia. That was right at the end of the Kosovo conflict. And so we were working with refugees there, and we had a conflict in Macedonia too, and worked with the Red Cross there. And then I worked in Cambodia for a couple of years with a different organization, and then back with the Red Cross in Haiti. And that's when I moved to Michigan. And Michigan was lovely at the time because it's such a peaceful place compared to some place like Haiti.
Yeah, we have an idea of what it is like maybe after, during conflict overseas, but you were actually there. Describe a little bit about some of the things that those people were needing and the things you guys were doing.
So when I was in Haiti, I was a health delegate, a health program coordinator. We were doing a lot with HIV, AIDS prevention and education, and malaria. So we were distributing bed nets and doing education in communities and a little bit of disaster response.
And was Haiti one of the first countries hit hard by the HIV? And it's really had it's been knocked down year after year after year with hurricanes, civil unrest, coups, poverty, the list goes on and on.
On and on. And the massive earthquake in 2010 was probably the worst situation for them. And it just got worse from there. But recently with the gangs taking over, it's terrifying. And I've reached out to some of my former colleagues on Facebook just to see how they're doing and hoping they're okay.
Well, it's the Red Cross that responds to trouble in the time of disaster following earthquakes and hurricanes and fires and floods. The Red Cross, we can count on you being there.
Yes, and we are here. I'm the executive director for Mid-Michigan, and so I cover 11 counties here in Mid-Michigan, from Clare all the way down to Hillsdale. And we respond to anything. We responded to over 2,000 in the state. We responded to over 2,000 house fires last year.
Wow.
That's our biggest disaster here in Michigan.
Wow, 2,000?
Yeah. 2,000.
That's amazing, really.
I know.
I mean, geez.
And it's all done by volunteers. These
Yeah.
are our heroes.
Right.
These are all people who, they get up in the middle of the night and they'll go out and in any temperature and respond to people and make sure that they're safe and cared for and in a warm place.
Yeah, we have really right now in Michigan, we've got some 40 counties that are under some sort of a disaster declaration. Most recently, the lack of snow is causing disaster for a lot of people suffering from this.
Absolutely. I mean, and we're having a crazy spring already, and it's not even spring. I mean, the tornado season for the Midwest, it starts in May. And we had tornadoes in February. So we're hunkering down and expecting a rocky spring this year.
Yeah, it's unpredictable, right? We're having record wind gusts. We're having, I mean, today it's going to be almost 70. Yesterday it was, it's goofy.
Right. And nationally, the disasters have just multiplied exponentially. When I first started last year at the Red Cross, they told us we used to have billion-dollar disasters, about 3 a year in the 1980s, and now we're getting 18.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
2023 we had 28. So
That's
record
amazing.
number of billion-dollar disasters.
In the United States, wow.
Yes, that's just in the United States.
That's absolutely amazing.
So we're very busy because we respond to all of them. We go all over Guam and Hawaii and California, and people in Michigan go to all these places too. And it's wonderful because when they get to those places, they're showing people that Michiganders care, and we have compassionate people that are there to help them.
We actually have several people in Jackson that are part of disaster response that are volunteers for the Red Cross.
Yeah, we have wonderful volunteers here.
We're with Judi Harris, Executive Director of the Mid-Michigan Chapter of the American Red Cross. More with Judi after this quick break.
Judi Harris, who is the Executive Director at the American Red Cross Mid-Michigan Chapter. And Judi, March is Red Cross Month, and there's a free smoke detector program.
Yes, so it is Red Cross Month, and it was declared Red Cross Month by our own governor, but the first time it was in 1943 by President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Started the declarations of Red Cross Month in March. And so we are preparing for our big smoke alarm distribution installation, and that'll be on April 20th. Here in Jackson. We're working with the Jackson Fire Department.
Right.
And so anybody can go on our website right now on redcross.org, put in a request, and we will go out that day and put one in for you. And it's free for anybody. We'll put in up to 4 per household.
Yeah, that's an important part because one thing is getting a smoke detector for free, but having it installed, that's really the most important part of it.
Yeah, we make sure that it's in the right place and that it's sturdy, and we do a little bit of education while we're there to make sure that people have a plan and they know how to get out safely. We do this because our folks respond to fires all the time, and it's much easier for our volunteers when there hasn't been a fatality or an injury during a fire.
You also partner with Armed Forces and provide some aid. Talk a little bit about that partnership.
Yes, so we have a Services to the Armed Forces program where we work with soldiers before they deploy. We work with their families and make sure to set up systems so if there's something, some kind of emergency here while they're gone, that we can get messages to them. And then when they come back, we work with veterans. We do homecoming events, yellow ribbon events, connect people to resources and make sure that we're honoring our soldiers.
I imagine when you get to some of these locations across the country and across the world, when folks see that American Red Cross, it provides a little relief immediately. Tell us a little bit about that.
When we go around to other...
When you get to the disaster sites, people must be relieved when they see you.
They really are, because they know that help is on the way, because we're usually the first ones there, and we're bringing food and we're bringing shelter to people, and so we're making sure that people are safe.
We were talking about the fourth anniversary of the start of the pandemic, and that was very impactful to our nation's blood supply.
Yes.
The Red Cross is responsible for collecting nearly half of all blood donated. Wow. And it was years before we really got back on track with matching the supply with the demand.
Yes, and it's still challenging because a lot of the places where we used to do blood drives are in businesses, and people aren't necessarily working in their businesses anymore. So we're having to find new places to do the blood drives and getting new people involved in donating.
Yeah, to your point, I remember talking about blood drives all the time, right? You could always, and they used to be in schools quite a bit as well, so definitely changes. So if you have an opportunity to give blood, figure out a way to do that. What if people want to volunteer their time for the Red Cross?
Oh, we would love that. We definitely need more volunteers because, again, during the pandemic, a lot of people stepped away and they said they would be coming back, but, they found other things to do. So we need more people to come in. These are the people that install the smoke alarms, that respond to the house fires, and who help at blood drives. So.
Another interesting thing that we found out about you is that you've been a refugee foster parent for more than a dozen years.
Yes. I have 10 refugee foster kids from 5 different countries. And so I've stopped now. I've stopped at 10, and I've got a bunch of grandchildren as well. They're still my kids.
Yeah.
And we still spend Sunday evening dinners together, and It was a wonderful experience, and I can't say enough about fostering in general, any kind of kid.
We talk about foster care, and it's very, very rewarding, right? Tell us a little bit about your experience. 10 children, that's quite a bit.
Yeah, and they all treat each other like brothers and sisters, and they fight like brothers and sisters, but they love each other and help each other out as well. They really appreciated having a nice, safe place to be when they were with me, and yeah, we travel together, we do all kinds of things together, and I loved it. I wouldn't have changed anything.
Yeah, in Michigan, we've got a handful of sanctuary cities where refugees are welcomed, and they need a place to go when they show up here.
Yep.
What countries have you had foster children from?
So my first 3 were from Burma, and then I had 1 from Honduras, 1 from India, 1 from Congo, and 4 from Afghanistan.
Wow.
So
Do you speak multiple languages?
I speak French. So my Congolese daughter, I could speak when she first came.
Well, it's amazing what a career of service that you've had, and we're grateful that you've chosen to be back here and serve our community and Mid-Michigan for the Red Cross.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm happy to do it. These are wonderful people that I look forward to seeing every day.
Welcome back. The Executive Director of the American Red Cross Mid-Michigan Chapter, Judi Harris. We have more of the morning show after this.